If you ask me what book I recommend to read, I would definitely say Business Model Generation by Alexander Osterwalder. Hi everyone, my name is Dmitry Bonder and my channel is devoted to help prospective millionaires to turn their great ideas into multi-million profitable business. As an entrepreneur with over 15-year experience, I crafted and gathered a pool of effective and simple to follow strategies and tactics I use on my daily basis in my real business. This makes my channel focusing up to date. If you haven't subscribed to my channel yet, please do it right now. If you have any questions, please leave comments and you will get new updates and valuable business content. Let's move forward to the first million in your business. Business Model Canvas, authored by Alexander Osterwalder, it's really difficult to pronounce, I'm sorry, is still being used and praised as a good start for business modeling. In fact, the book's author constructed a common formula to start evaluating business. The recipe of this formula, according to him, includes 9 key ingredients. So let me tell what are these ingredients. Customer segment, value proposition, channels, customer relationship, revenue streams, key resources, key activities, key partnerships, and cost structure. Let's dive deeply in every of these components. Customer segments. So basically in this part you describe who are your clients. What clients segment do you have? What are the difference between all these segments? So let me explain in my example. I'm an owner of a mid-size test prep company and we have 2 different segments of our clients. First of all, it's a test takers. It's a people who wants to pass GMAT, TOEFL, IELTS and SAT and some other tests. But we have the second group of our clients. It's a big companies and we help them to get an assessment of their employees. We help to improve their analytical skills. So that's my real example, and there are 2 different client segments in this business and they have a very different values. So Alexander Osterwalder give you this first block where you can answer the main question: who is your client? Please remember, you can have 2 or 3 customer segments, but they have their own value proposition and associated revenue streams and so on. The second component is a value proposition. Value proposition creates value for a customer segment through a distinct mix of elements catering to the segment needs. Value may be quantity, for example price, speed of service, or qualitative, for example design, customer experience and some other. The book and this approach give you a few of them as example. For example, unique design, competitive pricing, relevance and accessibility of product or service features. So all these mix create a unique value proposition that you have to build in your business. And I highly recommend to explain your value proposition in a very easy 1-sentence statement. So it will make easier for you, for your clients and for your employees understand what are you doing. The third part is the channels. Maybe it seems too obvious for many business owners or CEOs, but being tasked to define and assess the channels chosen by world business leaders, they are amazed with the variations of choices and consequences this cause. In bigger picture, the book explained the role of choosing right channels to successful communication with potential existing customer. Under successful communication, it means not only how you sell your products. Basically, it means getting right and honest feedback and know customers' real life needs. Do you remember this very interesting phrase that Henry Ford once said? If I had asked my customer what they want, they would have told me a faster horse. So this is a great example that if you can't get good feedback from your customer, you will have a problem. You will make the product that nobody needs. So in this blog, I recommend to tell you to explain, to write your definition of the channels and how you can get a real feedback from your clients. The first block of business canvas, it calls a customer relationships. Good customer relationships is a key to create a new model in an old industry. For example, let's say Apple's view was unique as a time when illegal downloading was rampant and most companies argued that nobody would be willing to pay for digital music online. I remember these times, it maybe was 15 years ago, and actually I also was surprised by their model. They wanted to switch a big multi-million community from downloading pirate music to paying a small fee for music you want. This is a great example of customer relationship that Apple built in their business model. Revenue streams. It's a very important part of business canvas. And revenue streams in the book and in this approach introduces three different types of revenues. First of all, subscription fee. It's a good example in case of Netflix. The second part of revenue stream could be licensing fees for music downloading platforms, as an example, or different other services you can use on a daily basis. And the third model is advertising. So this could be, for example, giants who use the stream the most efficiently. For example, such companies like Amazon, eBay, and Google. So this is a great example of advertisement model they use for their revenue streams. There are a lot of different complex approaches in building your revenue stream, but basically I mentioned three of them that you can use in your life. The next block, I call it key resources. Key resources, it's the most valuable resources that you use on a daily basis, apart from, let's say, funding and technologies. For example, yes, it could be a people. It depends, of course, on your business model, but in every company, people is one of the most key resources. But for example, in case of some educational companies, let's say their key resources could be knowledge. For example, in case of big and famous consulting company McKinsey, they have other important resources of their business model, their experience curve, their database of different cases they use for their clients. Key activities. Key activities should go side by side with choosing channels and customer segments, and in fact they impact each other. A number of good examples existing businesses has a proven effect. In a book, the platform creates value by facilitating interactions between the different groups. So if we are talking about key activities, it's a kind of things you are doing every day. For example, if let's say you are a big website where you have a lot of photo stocks or video stocks, images, your key activities would be interaction with the creators, and you have to do different kind of webinars, events for them. because if you don't want to do that, you will not have enough people on your platform. So for this kind of business, key activities would be interaction with the creators. For YouTube, for example, key activities could be attracting traffic on the website, it could be interaction with the creators, it could be all other events, all other activities they are doing to have their platform working very smooth. The next point of business canvas is a key partnerships. Suppliers, service providers, and other business partners should be defined in a business model canvas. Why? They will influence your business process and outcomes. So it's a very critical building block which is worth taking time and efforts for planning. Let me give you an example of a very famous company, Airbnb, and for them, all homeowners who publish their home apartments and other rental facilities, they are not clients, they are partners. So they treat them as a partner, they explain them how to make business, how to bring profit to their small businesses, how to rent their premises better. So this is a great example how such model as an Airbnb could be highly dependable on partnership. So in your business, you always could find someone who can help you to make this business, and your partner will help you to save a lot of money, a lot of efforts if you are dealing with them on a regular basis, if you're helping them to make their business. And one of the last block is a cost structure. What is a cost structure? Actually, that's what you pay to have your business running. So it's a kind of expenses that you have in your business model. In a book, it can be either cost down model to make product or service inexpensive, or value creating approach to give a unique product or services. So let's make a very brief and clear example. In case of Amazon, they have a lot of different costs associated with their business model, but for example, one of them could be IT servers and capacity they use to run the website, and actually they pay millions and millions of dollars for electricity, for servers, for all other facilities to have their website working smoothly and efficiently. Also, they pay a lot of money to different kind of partners, and in this case, their payments to partners will be their costs. So there could be different costs associated with your business, but you have to define them very clearly and try to optimize your cost structure. What are the models you can find in this book, and what can help you in your business? There are plenty of different models. For example, bundled models such as McDonald's use, or unbundled models such as Apple, long tail model like Amazon, multi-site platform, for example eBay, open business model like Procter & Gamble. So plenty of them you will find in this really great book, and I read this book at least several times, and all my employees or heads of business lines read this book several times, and it helps us on a regular basis. I know that it's better to see something once than to hear about 1,000 times. So let's go outside and check two very different businesses that I found very interesting in Austin, Texas. First of all, it's DIY retail giant Home Depot. Hi again, I hope you like our excursion to Home Depot and a small ice cream shop, Manches. If you get intrigued by this book and this approach, I highly recommend to buy this book and read it very carefully. Take a time to read the book in full and make your own notes and practices on business modeling. And it's time to subscribe. Press thumb up and support my channel on Patreon if you like the content and that's what I'm doing for you. See you very soon and peace out.